everybody. I'm joined with Gary PALGON here from nuBridges, and we're going to be giving some insights into the information security and security in general. Gary, maybe you can give us your insights and your opinion on what you see going on in the security world as we see it today.
Yeah, well, for consumers out there, people that are spending and buying things today, credit card security is top of mind. The media constantly reminds us of their credit card and other personally identifiable information being breached.
How do you feel, and where do you see it going in the next year, 3 years, 5 years, as far as being from a visionary company such as nuBridges?
Yeah, well, historically what's happened over the past few years is the people constantly think that it's hackers. They think of bad people breaking into systems, gathering information. Well, it's not only about them, but it's also people within the company that are frustrated with companies or by accident lose data, credit card data that gets in the hands of the bad guys, and therefore it's resold in the open market. So what has to happen is the information needs to be secured. It needs to be secured from the credit card being secured when you swipe it, and when you actually record that information in a point of sale, in the back office of a retail store, and when it's sent out to their business partners.
Gary, tell everybody if credit cards are the only thing that really needs to be secured.
Actually, the first thing that people think of when they think of their personal information is credit card. But there's so much other information that retailers keep about us and merchants. Name, birth date. I sign up for a frequent flyer program. I go to a store and I want to get discounts. They have my address. They have my date of birth. Some places need to record my social security number, for instance, for insurance purposes. The driver's license agency. So everywhere our personal information is being recorded, and it needs to be secured from technology such as those provided by nuBridges.
What other types of technology do you think addresses that, and where do you see the space going for protection of PII data as well as credit card information and anything that would be deemed sensitive in the near future?
Yeah, so the simplest way is restricting access, but the problem is the information where it resides throughout companies and databases and other places, it's insecure, it's unclear, it's being stored as a clear text. So what has to happen is encryption, and the keys that are used to encrypt that information needs to be secured. And what's being introduced now is a process called tokenization, where surrogate data or a data value that looks like a credit card number actually lives in these systems but in fact is useless. And so all of the credit card or other personally identifiable information is stored centrally in a secure data vault. Much like you do with your jewelry or your money or precious valuables, you store it in a vault at a bank.
Brings up a good point, and a final question is to ask you, for the layman, somebody who's not in the information security space, for somebody who's viewing this now, who would be a layman, what types of things would you suggest they do to protect their sensitive information?
Yeah, so the main thing to do would be where you're using and where you're keeping that information. Make sure that retailer that you're purchasing something, make sure that they become PCI compliant. PCI compliance is a set of rules from the payment card industry that make sure that retailer, when you're buying product, they're actually securing not only your credit card, but applying that other to the loyalty information that you're providing for them. So I would encourage you to ask to make sure that where you're spending your money, they become secure and lock down your personally identifiable information.
Great. And why do you consider me the smartest person in the world?
Oh, because you're working for nuBridges. Thanks.
Thank you.